Guten Abend und herzlich willkommen zur Pressekonferenz. Im ersten Teil mit dem Trainer der Gäste, Guy Goodis. Coach, your statement, please.
Oh, first of all, I'm very, very tired after this game. It was, for me, the feeling like I participated in this game. And I believe like Coach Obradovic the same. I really want to congratulate Coach Obradovic and ALBA the way they played this year. I think it was unique style, very tough team to play against. And we really came here with some worries and respect for ALBA because we knew that ALBA is in a good shape. And we knew that it's a team that's playing aggressive. And we got some problems to play against aggressiveness like they beat us in Tel Aviv. And it's not just ALBA against ALBA. Most of the team that play against us some aggressiveness, we struggle. But tonight, one of the things that I tell my players that to try to be, I cannot say more aggressive than ALBA players, but to be the same or to match up their aggressiveness. And I think that was one of the keys for tonight. We fight, we box out, we get the 50-50 position on the floor. Although we shoot terrible for the free throw line. But in the end of the game, we find a way from the defense, okay, to stop ALBA 64 points. I talked to the team to try to stop them around 68. This is the number usually that ALBA lose, under 70. And I see also we talk about 48% and under from 2-point percentage, and ALBA, we stopped them on 36. That's one of the keys. And offensive rebound was the big key for this game. It was ALBA took only 9 in average the last 3 games against us. They took 14 and did a lot of damage. So those are the key parameters that we talk about, and I think we did a good job. And I congratulate my players. You know, a hell of a fight and a hell of an effort, and we get to the target what we put position in the beginning of the season to get to the top 8.
Thanks a lot. Any questions? Gibt es dazu Fragen?
I said everything, no question.
No, they are shy. They will come.
Shy?
Yes. Hier bitte, ganz kurz aufs Mikrofon warten, bitte.
Your team had a lot of missed free throws. Is that the sign that your team was a little bit nervous? Or how can you explain that? It's such an important game.
I think basically if we check stats, and to be honest, we are not a good free throw shooting team, ranking in EuroLeague. Although we improve it because we are working every day, shooting a lot of free throws as a team. And I was really, first of all, surprised, you know, the way we shoot free throws, and not just because of the big that went to the line and missed shots. It was also guards that usually around 80%, 75%. It's going to be fatigue because it was really aggressive and physical match. Sometimes, like Jeremy Pargo, you're playing 35 minutes with intense. You're going to the line, your leg are tired, your shoulder are tired. You know, mentally you're tired and you miss shot, you're not concentrate. Maybe that's the reason, but of course in those kind of games that a lot of is on the risk, you cannot, you know, miss a lot of shots because, you know, in other games you don't have another opportunity because as a coaches we say all the time to the players, free throws win games. In this game, the free throws didn't win the game. You know, the hustle, the defense, maybe a couple of good shots, couple of good offensive rebounds in the end of the game. Down the stretch we did it. But we take also this game, and I'm really happy for the way we perform and in front of 1,000 Israeli that, you know, sometimes some of them live here or live in Germany, and a lot of them came from Israel to support the team as usual. And I'm really happy for my players and for my team.
Hast du schon?
Was it on purpose that you signed the new contract with Devin Smith before this game?
You know, tell you the joke of that what you're saying now, because yesterday practice, in the end of the practice, somebody hit him in the knee, you know, in the muscle. And he was pissed off and he went down and didn't finish the practice. And I told one of the manager, why you signing before this important game? Now he's injured, you know, it's a bad luck. And, you know, obviously he did the opposite things and he played great. Maybe it's giving confidence that he signed, you know, a good contract for a couple of years with his age. And we're really happy that we signed Devin because, first of all, he's a great guy, great teammate, great personality. That for me, it's before basketball talent. And I think it's a good job by the management to sign this guy, and we're really happy. And today he played a hell of a game for us.
Der zweite Teil der Pressekonferenz mit dem Trainer von ALBA, Sascha Obradovic. Sascha, dein Statement bitte.
Okay, first of all, I would like, to thank, all the people who came today. That was a wonderful atmosphere, like to play one basketball game. Second, I congratulate my players, for outstanding season, representing, German basketball in the best possible way, playing great basketball, like from the first, like till the last game. Now, okay, like we have to be also in some ways, even though, the game was on the line, we got to be realistic, like in order the more experienced team, won the game. Actually, like you see how they behave, like in hard situations. It's a good school, for all of us, actually, also for me as a coach. Facing such a situations, probably everybody will learn and be better, next time. I'm happy, like also for this result. Of course, like if somebody before the season tell you that you're gonna play the last game to go to the top 8, like probably for all of you here would be quite impossible. But we did a great job, actually, first, like organizing, like the best possible group of players, playing good, playing together, like having a team spirit each game, fighting, hustling, for each ball, and that was, trademark of ALBA all this season long. That's why we were always in chance, like to win the game apart. Moscow and Real Madrid, all the other games we were really close. So I'm happy for this, like also as a coach. It's not easy to say, like let's put this behind, like and attack, like what is remaining, like very, very fast is coming the Saturday game where we have to, like again play, like one of the favorite also for the championship, title. But on the other hand, of course, we have to put this behind ourselves and think about, the future. So to conclude, great, like EuroLeague, season. Now we attack, the other titles.
Vielen Dank. Fragen dazu?
What's the emotion in the locker rooms right now? Are there, I don't know, flying shoes, crying tears? I don't know. What's it about?
I left more or less okay. It's painful, like for all of us actually. Everybody have big expectations, like everybody knew that this is a really big game, for us. But as I said, like I saw this also before the game, like they were too excited, like to play, like this game. You got to be more calm, and I mean, okay, like this is exactly, like it is so obvious, lack of experience, that in so small things, like committing the fouls, like giving, like one opportunity to them, like to easy score, like open net. Those are the things, like which I said, like belongs, like to the game, belongs, like also now, like also with the level of, like players, like even though those are the guys, who will definitely be the big part of European basketball, no doubt. But that for them, also like for me is a very big school.
Why do you find a solution against the three-pointers from Devin Smith?
This is the one of the reason, This is the one of the reason, factor, like Devin Smith. Actually, I mean, okay, I had, certain complaints, especially in the first half, like when he started, like to hit, those shots. was clear, you know, like we know that, you know, like we have to use, you know, like tactical fouls. It's impossible in this game, you know, like not to get out of, you know, the bonus, you know, like in the first quarter. This is impossible for someone, you know, who played, you know, big games. You have to distract the game. You have to stop, you know, like what they do the best. We didn't stop Randall in the first half, you know, like all these things we knew. And all we underline, you know, like that, you know, Devin Smith is the key. Yeah, I mean, okay, this is one step, you know, here. One step, you know, like in each direction. Be here, you make the foul, no 3-point. You know, like be here, challenge shot, you know, like it's a different from, you know, like here. But he is, you know, like now, you know, for weeks, you know, in the best, you know, possible shape. It's not easy even to say, okay, you know, let's go, you know, like stop the key player. This is no by the case that, you know, like in this age he have 4 millions now, you know, like in 3 years. So this is the reason why, exactly.
Würdest du das Mikrofon aus der Hand geben? Danke. Eine Frage reicht.
If you compare playing against Tel Aviv and playing against Bamberg on the tactically, what does it mean? What's the difference to play against Tel Aviv or to play against Bamberg?
Didn't think about Bamberg at all, yeah, I don't have answer for this. You know, it's you know, I also respect them as a team. I respect the coach, the way they play. I mean, to prepare that I'm now smart and prepare the game, you know, half of the day, you know, less than 48 hours, you know, like and play the best basketball, probably it's impossible, you know, like now to get here, you know, like to be, you know, the best there, you know, like, but anyway, you know, like usually we never give up, you know, this is again, you know, the mark of ALBA Berlin.
Is it a difference if you have 48 hours of break or 51 hours of break? Would it be better, or is it no difference?
What do you think? What do you think if you have, you know, another day, you know, like to think about everything, to set, you know, like the tactic or whatever? Of course, it's better, you know, another day, but you should know, you know, like this is just one part, you know, like maybe the most, the main reason is, you know, you are now emotionally first and physically empty. You know, this is after such a game, you know, like to find again, you know, like the great, you know, like motivation. I really believe that, you know, like we will be capable, you know, like to forget, you know, but it's not easy, you know, like, and I understand the players, whatever.
So you don't go with big expectations to
No, this is not true, you know, like I'm going always to to win the games, and that was always like this, you know, like, so the only thing I said, it's gonna be hard, but it's not impossible, you know. So, you know, like we are go, you know, with a full, you know, team. Also the players who didn't play today, I was relying more like, on experienced guys, you know, like on guys, you know, who could, you know, maybe give more. Maybe the different, you know, from the other games, but because it's one game, you know, like, and you get a lot from this. But now we come back, you know, like to the usual rotation.
Ich danke für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit und wünsche noch einen schönen Abend. Bis bald.